game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Brissett. A dump underneath to Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brissett now on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good footwork at the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Now Wilson on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson, and that's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brissett. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Brissett. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wilson on second down. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Tempo, tempo.
On second down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long.
Run left, run left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
On third down, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flex round! Flex round!
It's third and long for Brissett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! All right,
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lead.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Here's Brissett. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
First down, Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Brissett now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle. Second down, Brissett. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. A give to Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right? Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more. Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here. I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time? I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Room to run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Wilson on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. 12 more yards there and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
14, run it.
Wilson will throw again. Caught left side by Cobb. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Brissett looks to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 36. Oh, nice move at midfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. Swallowed up, sacked back at the 45-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing. You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami.
Sound